Hello everybody, we are back with some more, War of Sparks, now live for everyone, so it isn't just the early access stream anymore. So, with that in mind, I'm going to jump in. We've got a couple of decks that I want to play around with a bit on stream here. Before we get into that actually, testing a new audio setup. So do let me know if there are any problems with it, and I will attempt to fix them. I've sort of gone through and tested already, but obviously the only real testing that counts is testing while it's doing what it's meant to be doing. So we will see how this goes. We're going to start with, this is Emma Handy's Mardu Aggro list, which I will actually throw up on the Stream Decker in a moment. It's been kind of crushing for me. I think I'm something ridiculous like 14-2 or something, some stupid factor of victories over defeats at the moment. The deck is very, very well positioned at the moment. Partly I think just because it's a proactive deck and all the reactive decks haven't quite worked out what it is they should be doing. Very similar to the deck we were playing last season. The three new pickups in the main board are the Cruel Celebrant, the Dreadhorde Butcher, and Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord. Butcher on turn 2 on the play against any control deck is just a beating. Celebrant plus Judith gives us a lot of reach in the late game. Opponent has to try and gain life to get out of range of this. They can't just put up a wall of blockers, because as soon as we find enough creatures, we are just attacking and always dealing at least one. Very good. No reason why. Just do it. Thank you very much, Loki. Yeah, that's good to see you back. And then let's just check out the sideboard. Only new cards here are the Angras Rampage, which I think are very good. I'm really happy to see them seeing some play. Ooh, thank you, Loki. That's makes up for telling me to shut up. Good to be back, man. Actually, I'm not awful. Is this? Hold on, sorry. Golgari Citadel. Oh, don't. Okay, I might put this together for another stream. I might put something like that together for another stream, man, because that's. I want to break the Citadel. At the moment, I'm sort of just durdling around with regular aggro decks. Speaking of durdling around, I'm now just wasting time. Let's export this to Stream Decker quickly, and then let's get started, shall we? Stream Decker, deck paste, that's the one we want. So like I say, this is Emma Handy's list from her article last week over on SCG, and then the sideboard is actually the sideboard that she played on the Versus series. So Mardu Aggro, there we go, submit and set as current. So that should now be updated. I was just saying that the Dreadhorde Butcher against a control deck is an absolute house. If you can get it down on the play on turn 2, it gets bigger. It gets bigger than the Cry of the Carnariums before they can cast it. So that means they now have to rely on the 4-mana Wrath, which still triggers it. So handy Ristos, yeah. Yeah, that sounds a little bit off somehow. Right, let's play first. This is exactly the sort of hand that we keep. As kind of annoying as it is to be playing a Footlight Fiend on turn 1, even with the hero, it is still, I think, the right play. Just get it down on the board. We've got 2 Integrities to trigger the hero, and obviously Judith, that works best when you've got a little bit of a board going on. So, looking for that red mana. And no. Oh, if we could have swapped the order of these, but never mind. Yeah, it's not really an aristocrat deck. That is something that I will say. It's not really. Oh, come on, where's my black? Where's my red mana? We've got no sacrifice outlets anymore whatsoever. So yep. So this is very much a deck that we're going to be seeing a lot of on this stream, I imagine, because the what's the new Tameo is just making this deck look insane. Yeah, Wilderness Reclamation. Think we died, folks. I'm actually going to cast Integrity here. I know that seems kind of insane, but I want to just put a little bit of extra power on the board. If we hit red mana, then we can Judith it up, or we can just hit another Judith and I'm going to push damage once again. Put that on the Garbones. Yeah, we just wanted to push as much damage as possible there. And obviously the best way to actually do that would have been to have Judith available, but whatever. Okay. Double Reclamation, this isn't good. They even... Oh, okay, they're Nexusing. Yeah. Let's see what they've got. This is so dumb. Like, that this works and works really well already is really annoying and dumb. Emergence Zone. I actually don't think that's that great in this deck. Like, the deck already plays mostly at instant speed. It doesn't need much more. Sure. But I only need a little bit of time before they... Well, I need one turn here. This could be bad. At least, given that Nexus of Fate doesn't go in the graveyard, means that Tameo can't just like tick down and grab it. But of course, they actually found the Nexus of Fate. Yeah. The problem is, as I keep saying to Simeon on the podcast, we are not dead here. They don't have a reliable way of finding Nexus of Fate here. Which means that we're supposed to just sort of keep playing. Playing being a very odd term for, okay, they've got too much going on here. I was just going to keep clicking spacebar and see what happened. Alright then. That was fun, wasn't it, folks? Don't think there's much to be bringing in, to be perfectly honest. Maybe just a Theatre of Horrors. We wanted the Duresses, and then we wanted rid of the Cast Downs and the Integrities, so... I mean, even Bedevil's questionable. But we'll see. Oh, so close. I think we'll keep that. I also think I'm going to shock out this blood crypt. No, I'm not. I'm going to play a swamp. Yeah, okay, we're good. Bottom you. Yep, the Grazer has been really good out the sideboard of these decks as well. Just a little 0-3 wall with reach. Pretty good. Okay, where were you last turn? Not that it super matters. It's only cost us 2 damage, but... Send the message. Should have sent the message last turn. I just wasn't feeling it. And let's see if we die here. Yep, that's step 1. Okay, didn't have it. Handy, handy. Do we play a second hero and set up for a big heroic, couple of heroic reinforcement turns? I think we do, actually. I think we go big here. My thinking was, like, we weren't going to kill them in 2 turns anyway, so this way at least we've got just a little bit more pressure on the battlefield. And I'm hoping to shorten their clock nicely. Okay. They found something to do at least. Again, they've got no advantage engine in play, which means that all we need is, you know, just a couple of turns here. Have they got another one? Of course they do. Because why would they not just naturally keep drawing Nexus of Fates? Okay, sure, that's annoying, but... Okay, no cards in hand. Trade off the zombie army for the gutter bones. Nah, not feeling it. Send the message. Send the message. Oh, come on. Okay, one-time dealer? Nope. Why would they not draw perfects? That was insane. They had no cards in hand there. Now they've got 2 chemisters in the graveyard. Oh, and of course they found the Nexus. Yeah. Because, again, why wouldn't they? I hate this deck so much. So much so that it's really tempting to just play best of 1 because then I don't have to deal with this bullshit. But I do really hate best of 1. Part of it is how long it takes them to do all this nonsense. And, of course, they found another Nexus of Fate. Again, why wouldn't they? Feels like that was a mistake. They could have... Oh, of course, they had no cards in hand. I was like, they could have cast a Chemist's Insight there. This deck is so dumb. Yay! Oh, come on. Stop taunting me with this. This is a pretty serious attack right here. Yeah, of course. Right, if they don't have another root snare, this should be lethal, right? Sweet. Okay, well, we got there. Still think the deck's dumb. Right, okay. Let's run it back. We'll see what we got. Yeah, so this week I'm testing out some Hero Precinct 1 decks. Next week I kind of want to test out some Kefnet decks. But we might make a foray into the Bolus's Citadel stuff. Possibly some Grixis nonsense in general. Ooh, awkward, but I think a keep. Obviously, if we draw any other form of red source next turn, or I could just go Clifftop Retreat, Dreadhorde Butcher next turn. Rather than going Gutter Bones this turn. So there are 8 hits in the deck. No, wait. There's the 4 that come in there. There are 12 hits in the deck that allow us to cast Dreadhorde Butcher on curve as well. I think we attempt to live our best lives here. So we've got a 12 in 52 shot, which is not great, but it's not awful. And obviously getting Gutter Bones down means that we're at least dealing 2 damage next turn as opposed to 1. Yada yada yada. I think it was worth risking it. I think this hand was worth risking it, to be perfectly honest. Opposed deep in the tank for reasons. Nope, didn't get there. Seriously deep in the tank. Again, for reasons. So they've got a root snare in hand, is what we're saying here. Could do with another land here. Okay, could seriously do with another land here. Yeah, these butchers get real out of hand real fast. What do we got going on here? Is this a Nexus this turn? No? Okay. We could see what they're working with. Like, putting the Cruel Celebrant on the battlefield doesn't do anything because they're not killing these creatures. So let's see what we've got. And obviously what they've partly got is these 2 Chemist's Insights. Could have desperately done with a 3rd land here, but whatever. Beggars and choosers and all that. Yeah, sure, carry on. Like, there's nothing in my hand worth taking. I actually think that's awful against me. I mean, you can take the Duress with the Duress. That's perfectly legit, actually. Just don't think that Narset's Reversal against the creature deck sounds like a very good plan. Okay. So if I can at any point kill one of these butchers, they die. Seems weird. Bit confused. I did take out all but 3 removal spells though, so actually doing that is going to be a little tricky. Okay, now that's a problem. Because I'm expecting that at least one of these is a... Yep, Nexus of Fate. Oh dear. 4 in the yard. Okay. Five in the yard. 6. Okay, if they have a Nexus of Fate here, we might just be dead. There you go, Savant. I might just be cracking the Memorial here, which wouldn't be a bad line to take. Looks like they are, yeah. Sweet, okay. Please don't find a Nexus. One-time dealer. Yeah, nice. Yep, obviously. Yeah, still not convinced by this Emergent Zone. But I don't fully know what they're playing in this version of their list, so I don't know. And there's a Nexus. Yep. Yep. And this is why I find this deck extremely distasteful. Because now we have to sit there going, hey, if you can miss for 1 turn, that'd be really great. So I'm just going to do the spacebar trick. How's everybody doing this evening? How are we enjoying War of the Spark? Standard or limited, don't care. I might actually go and draft tomorrow night in paper for the first time in 6 months. I haven't drafted a paper Magic in, yeah, I think it's 6 months. Tameo? Yeah, sure. That's a really cool interaction with Tameo. The fact that you name the best card that you want, and when you Chemist's Insight, put Chemist's Insight in the graveyard, just get to recast it from the graveyard. It's nice. It's a really nice little synergistic piece. Okay, folks, this is getting boring now. Let's move on. Sure, opponent. You're playing some nonsense deck, and you're winning with it. Well done. Right. Let's play some actual fun Magic, shall we? What do we got? Oh, so close. I think worth a keep with our opponent on the play here. I mean, that helps as well. Nice. Well, okay. Interesting. Okay, that's really surprising to me. I was fully expecting the Judith to be countered there. Very confused. Teferi, sure. Okay, we could really do with a white source here. I think we're going to ignore this Teferi. Just wondering if I should keep up integrity, and I don't think I should. It's a question of how much damage is it going to do if they try and raff the board here. And I could have made it 2 more. So this would have made it 9. I am, however, going to kill this Teferi now, because this is mostly free. Okay, for real, this is getting a little annoying now. Okay, well, there's another Dreadhorde Butcher. As I say, Dreadhorde Butcher against a control deck is pretty bonkers. Sure, what do we got? Okay, a white source? No, of course not. Sweet! Got there. They saw no white sources and they saw no white cards, so maybe they don't know what we're doing. We're going to bring in the Rampages, Theatre, Frenzy, take out the Cast Downs, the Mortifies. Sorin's pretty good here. Oh, Integrity Intervention. Yeah, you can go. And Sorin is pretty good, but we've got the Theatre and the Frenzies, so I think we're gonna take Sorin out there. Just don't want to go too high up the curve. You are really close to being a decent hand. You aren't, but you're really close. I mean, 3 Duresses, draw any land, we get to play at least Cruel Celebrant, probably Dreadhorde Butcher. Actually, I think this might be a keep, amazingly enough. Okay, sweet, that works. Prism Realm or Seal Away? Well, we're going to take the Seal Away. They've also got Blast Zone, which I need to keep in mind. Think we're going to play this Cruel Celebrant and then next turn Duress Dreadhorde Butcher. Because I'm okay with the Celebrant being realmed. I'd rather that the Butcher wasn't. Yeah. Okay, Scryed to the top. Does that mean that I should not bother with the Duress because we don't know that they have a hit in hand? And the way they fired that off suggested that they don't have a counter spell. I think actually we play the Judith. We've got a spare, so if it all goes Pete Tong, we do have a spare Judith. But as it is, we can go Duress Dreadhorde Butcher this turn. We can actually go Duress Dreadhorde Butcher now. Seal Away and Teferi. Well, I'm going to take that Seal Away. And then I'm going to take the Teferi. And then I'm going to slam them for 4. That works. Oh, man. Tilt. No, can't do anything about it. We're going to attack and hope that they block the Judith. Dang it, they didn't. That's annoying. That's pretty annoying. Okay, that's fine. I have a backup. 2, in fact. Do they have a counterspell? That would make me kind of sad. Oh, wow. Seal Away on a token. Interesting, interesting. Possibly I should be bringing in or leaving in the Mortifiers here. Doesn't seem right, but maybe it's not completely insane. Frenzy? Yeah, that seems real good. I would like to do that while my opponent has no hand. Please, that seems really great. Oh, wow. Okay. Just going to hit the perfects there. That's pretty good. I did have one last night, which was Experimental Frenzy into land off the top into Duress off the top to really seal up the game. That was pretty tasty. We'll say that. That was pretty tasty. Okay, another Guild Mage. Bit annoying, but whatever. Guard Mage, sorry, not Guild Mage. Are they going to Prism Realm my Frenzy? We're going to pay 2 life here. Oh, dang it. Annoying. Looks like this version of the deck is more tap out, less counterspelly, which suits me down to the ground. Okay, spells on top, please. Okay, that will do. Please get rid of that Guild Mage, Guard Mage. I'll get there. I'll get there. Yep, that works. And the lands it's leaving up are fine. Oh, and another one on top. That's not bad. This feels like the far more fair way of using Experimental Frenzy. I will be honest. Like when you're playing it with Runaway Steamkin, it seems completely busted. But here it just feels like a pretty fair card drawing effect. And now they're gonna... Wait, have I not... I hadn't played a land. I hadn't realised. Ha 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 ha. They're going to blow up my Experimental Frenzy. And then I'm going to cast another one, having casted Judith. Oh. Yeah, sure. You do that. That works. There's another one on top of my library. I think, actually, I shouldn't have bothered taking the 2 off that Sacred Foundry, because there's far more likely... The 1-drops in my deck are now way more heavily tilted towards black, so actually taking the 2 off of that was entirely pointless. Prison Realm, you say? Targeting? Sure. I would have liked to have left up that Blood Crypt, actually. All of the card advantage engines. All of them. Okay. I've been more and more impressed by Teferi Time Raveler than I thought I would be, but at the same time, it's still not good here. That's cute. That's pretty cute. Right, I could sacrifice this Frenzy and play the Judith again. Which would mean this is 2, 3, 4. They would have to block 1 to not die, and then they would still take the 2, so yeah, let's do that. Yep, that tapping still allows me to cast Judith. Because I get 2 triggers because of the Cruel Celebrant, each of these creatures deals 2 either by dealing the combat damage or by dying. So, apart from the token, actually. This isn't actually a lethal attack if they block the token. Because then the Judith doesn't trigger. Hadn't thought about that. Right, cool. Got him. Time we at? Yep, 42 minutes. Let's try and do like an hour and a half with this deck, I reckon, and then we'll switch over to the Esper Hero list. Still eating the Easter chocolate. That's a good hand. Sweet. Okay, well, they're going to take my Judith here, I imagine. Yep. Okay, Judith off the top. For the Robins. Ah, dang it. On reflection, the likelihood is that they have a that this deck is main decking Cry of the Carnarium. I'm wondering if we can ever beat that anyway. Leaving us with a Cruel Celebrant is pretty useless. I think we just go all out, and if they have it, we die. And if they don't, then we might have a chance of winning. Okay. That's a good start. Binning a Ritual of Soot. Interesting. How much damage does the Ritual of Soot do to them? 4, 8, 9. Oh, I would actually kill them. Right. And now I'm going to hold on to this Clifftop Retreat in my hand for fear of Nicol Bolas. So if I intervention this, that represents 2 damage from the Vrasta's Contempt not gaining them life, and then 2 damage from the Cruel Celebrant, which is more than the 3 damage of the intervention. Yeah, okay. Yes, I would like to kill my own Cruel Celebrant with intervention. And now, there's no point holding it in my hand for a Nikki B. This represents 3/4 damage. They'd still be at 2. Plenty of things in my deck at that point, then kill them. Yep, Nikki B, Dragon God. We are going to exile that Clifftop Retreat. This deals them 4, puts them to 2. They kill the Cruel Celebrant with Nicol Bolas. They go to 1. They'd have to then find a way of exiling the Footlight Fiend as well. I think this is perfectly reasonable. And I'm just going to play that out, because if they just tick up Nicol Bolas, it's Probably better to just have it out on the battlefield. Okay, drawing an extra card. Exile a card in your hand or permanent you control. Godless Shrine that's tapped. Cool, got there. Hostage Taker would have gotten them out of that situation, I believe. But not without risk. So, right, we're going to bring in some Rampages, some Bedevils, Frenzy, Theatre of Horror, Duresses? I don't know. Cast Downs can go away. Mortifiers can go away. Integrity Interventions can go away. Surrens are even less likely to be useful in this one than they were against Esper control, so I think I'd rather have the Theatre and the Frenzies. Once they're on the battlefield, this deck literally can't deal with them without some of their very niche stuff happening. So, yeah, I think this feels better. This feels pretty good. Right, let's go for it. Oh. Oh. So very, very clicky. You dropped a couple of frames. I'm not happy about that. It's not been many, but yeah, this is a mulligan. Not doing anything proactive for a while. Like, Rampage is good to have in here, but I definitely didn't want both in my opening hand. Yeah, we'll keep it. And we're on the draw, so we top that, and that means we get to go Godless Shrine, Duress, Isolated Chapel, Hero. Yeah, this is all really good. Pay 2 life. Duress you. Ugh, bleh. We'll take that Thought Erasure, I think. Ugin the Ineffable. I think you'll find he's perfectly effable. He's destroy target creature or planeswalker, I thought so. And he is destroy target permanent that's 1 or more colours. Okay, well that's fine. Theatre or Judith? I think possibly Theatre? Yeah, I think Theatre's probably reasonable here. Going to be a little while before they get to this Ugin, so we want to kind of try and get the value out of the Theatre of Horrors, because that's probably going to be Ugin's first target, if they feel that they have to, if they haven't got the game under control by that point. Okay then, what do we got under the Theatre? A land. Unfortunately, it's not a black land, which is kind of tilting, because I would want to play this Judith first. But if I did that, then I'd miss out on playing the Gutter Bones. 2 points of damage versus putting a Gutter Bones on the battlefield. I think that's worth it. I think we're going to attack first. Yeah, there we go. Seeing as with the Judith, the Gutter Bones represents 3 points of damage next turn, I'm okay to miss 2 points that turn. Nikki B. Yep, cool. Alright then, well, we'll kill the Nicol Bolas with the Judith trigger, I think. Just stop anything too weird from happening. Kind of want the Cruel Celebrant here. This time, though, we're missing out on 4 points of damage to do so. But we would then get to play out the rest of my hand, so I think it's actually still worth it to just go attack. Play out the Cruel Celebrant from under here. Gutterbones. And Footlight Fiend. They have to deal with the Cruel Celebrant first. Any Wrath effects, kill them on the spot. Cool. Not 100% on my choices as to whether to play out from hand and get some extra points of damage versus taking the Theatre of Horrors value. Baffling End. Sure, I've got all of those already, so. Yeah, we're at 53 minutes. We've still got plenty of time. Plenty of time. Opponent deep in the tank here. Deep in the tank. Mulligan. Keep. A Black Source lets us cast our 2 threats. I think we keep this. It's not great. Yeah. Oh dear. Oh dearie dear. Oh, never mind. We're good. Let's go Godless Shrine. Don't think it's going to matter. I'm probably just playing this Sacred Foundry and casting this Dreadhorde Butcher. What have you got? Is this a Syncopate? Oh, god damn it. Syncopate coming back into it is kind of interesting. Ah, it's an Esper control list as well. Well, they take the Cruel Celebrant. I am doing nothing. So, I think that's probably their take. Yeah, exactly. Like, what am I doing? If I hit a land here, yeah, okay. I tell you what, we're just going to concede. That was pretty brutal. They had 2 spells and they completely ruined us. Get rid of these cast downs, get rid of these integrity interventions. The Mortifies can also go, as can the Sorins. As good as they are versus control, I think they're a bit worse than Frenzy or Theatre. Although they work real nicely with the Theatres. Maybe I'm being too hasty on taking these Sorins out. But I don't know what else it would be that I would be taking out instead. Maybe the Gutterbones? Actually, yeah, alright. Let's put the Gutterbones in the sideboard and bring in these Sorins again. Okay. That's a better hand. We'll keep that. Right, obviously this could go horribly, horribly wrong, but it's a better hand than we had on our first 7 last time, so that's a straight miss. Duress against me, eh? Kind of surprised by that. Again, like, I feel like we're a creature deck. I don't know what our opponents are expecting out of us. Footlight Fiend's a not bad pickup there. We have a swamp in play, so that comes in untapped. So, yeah, cool. Well, this is going to decide how we play next turn. Yeah. I was actually considering doing Cruel Celebrant, Footlight Fiend kind of anyway. Oh. Oh, hello. That's way better. How you like me now? Turn 3, Theatre of Horrors. What? Okay. This is certainly an interesting development. Celebrant can stay back again, as that's our reach effect. Opponent missed some land drops here that I didn't even really notice, but yeah. Getting a little bit behind here, opponent. Either they've sideboarded into this, or they were this and I just didn't notice from game 1. They were an Esper Hero deck. But it just means that our Sorens are even better. Okay. You give me another hero of Precinct 1 trigger. Thanks. Ooh, hello. You're really good. I could go Theatre of Horrors, Angrath's Rampage, and then Experimental Frenzy next turn, I think. I think that's better. One gets blocked here. One gets blocked here. 2, 3, 4 gets through. 5 is taken. I think we actually make them sacrifice a creature. Oh, okay. Okay. A little bit surprising, but okay. I'm not unhappy about how that turned out. Oh. Golf clap. I like your style. I like your style. Okay, so they're actually a hero deck. So these rampages can come out, and we can put some cast downs in. Possibly instead of the Theatre of Horrors as well. As good as it was there, it was only good because we were on the play and they stumbled on mana. And then bring in another couple of cast downs instead of those Theatre of Horrors. Okay. Okay. Actually, these Gutter Bones are distinctly unimpressive. It's possible that actually I should be bringing back in the Integrities. Yeah, 2 ones that just die to their tokens. A little bit useless. At least the Footlight Fiends, A, trigger the hero, and B, ping for an extra point of damage that I can put anywhere. So I can either kill another 1/1 or deal an extra point of damage. We got some good reach with this deck. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. That's a good hand. Yeah, we keep that. And then we're just really hoping for no turn 2 Thought Erasure again. That's basically the want here. Don't do it. Okay. Okay, they're way more spell heavy then. If they're playing Search for Azcanta in their hero deck, they're way more spell heavy. I was going to say, it looks like they've got the lands this time as well. You got the counter spell for Judith? Okay. Bit of a tilt, but whatever. Alright then, let's see if they've got another one. Wow, and it's even another Sinister Sabotage. That seems really weird. I was like, the one of Sinister Sabotage, okay, sure. 2 of them? Really? Like, are you just running all of the cancels, or are you not running Absorbs? Because Absorbs just feel better at the moment in an Esper deck. And then they flip that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, why would they not have the absolute nut? That seems totally fair. Cool. Dead. Kept 4 lands, drew 4 lands. Right then. That was annoying. So I guess they were a control deck. They just had their hero in the sideboard. That's an odd sideboard plan. Like, I get turning into that mid-rangey style deck, but with the hero seems a little bit questionable. I don't necessarily know as it does enough. This is a good hand. This is a very good hand. And on the play as well. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. I was going to say, I'd probably take the extra point of damage to not give the Dreadhorde Butcher a point of power on it. Targeting the snubs. Okay then. I think we're just going to play out the Judith and attack here. Deal 2 to that thing, 1 more to that thing, and 1 to them. Cool. That works. Okay. That works out. That works out. They've still got 4 cards in hand? Jeez. Okay, that's annoying. That helps, actually. They could go block. Nothing doing. They really can't block this Dreadhorde Butcher here. Or at least not profitably. Because I will just shoot the other 3/3. Uh-huh. That's a problem. Lifelink? Yeah, of course. That's a pretty severe problem. We could do with a Sorin right about now. I think we just died. Our heroic reinforcements doesn't actually do the job. Yeah, okay, we died. Annoying. Need some cast downs. Want some Sorins. Don't want the Theatre of Horrors. Might want the Experimental Frenzies. Gutter Bones are of minimal use. I think we'd rather have a Devil. Yeah, okay. Not 100% on the sideboarding for this matchup, but I think what we've done is pretty reasonable. Taking out the Theatre of Horrors because getting through to them is going to be a little bit tricky. That's a reasonable hand. We'll keep that hand. Actually, that's a very good hand. Yeah, we just curve out here. Kill their things. Judith. Yeah, we've even picked up the spare removal spell. In case we... Snubs is just really good. Like, Snubhorn Sentry is an annoyingly good magic card. I mean, that's also a pretty annoyingly good magic card. Yep. Unfortunate that obviously we can't use those triggers to kill the 1/1 flyer, but there you go. Well, you, my friend, must die. And we're actually going to do that right now, so that we can't be beaten by a counter spell. Okay, well, that's actually kind of fine, because now I think we're just going to drop this Experimental Frenzy. We're not under a ton of pressure here. Cast down on top. Let's set up a thingy there. Oh, please stop doing that. Okay, well, we'll draw that. Oh, come on, for God's sake, you bloody game. I had that set before it started just running through their turn. And of course, what it decided to do was... Am I just dead here? Yep, I'm just dead because the game decided that me clicking that in between them having animations didn't really count. That's really handy. Thank you so much, Arena. They need to fix that, because that is getting very annoying. Right. Let's switch over to the Esper Hero deck that I've got at the moment. We'll give that a little bit of a try out. Export. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Submit and set as current. Okay then, that should now be the Esper deck that I'm running. Let's just have a quick look at it before we get going. Pretty standard stuff. This is the 60 is actually based off of Andrea Mengucci's 60. So we've got Liliana in here. We've only got one Seraph of the Scales. We've got some Teferi, Hero of Dominarias in here. We've got a couple of the Time Ravelers, and he's, like I say, he's been pretty good. I've been pretty impressed. Tyrant Scorn, also another nice pickup for the early game interaction sort of things. In the sideboard, which I built myself, we've got 4 Dovin's Vetoes. I think this card is going to be very good in this sort of deck. Some Contempt, some Bell Haunts for some of the mid-ranger games. God Eternals, ditto. Liliana, ditto. And some Moment of Cravings for aggro matchups. So yeah, okay then. Let's get to it, shall we? We'll give this a quick go. See how it runs. Oh, well, that's a mulligan, unfortunately. That's a way better hand. I think we'll bottom that, though. Kind of want land number 3. Thought Erasure's pretty good pickup as well. So the question becomes, against a control deck, how greedy do we get? I think the answer is we don't, and we go Thought Erasure now. Oh, hello. You're interesting. You're very interesting. I've only got 3 lands at the moment so far, though. So I think I'm going to take this cast down. Fourth land, and it for Seraph of the Scales is not terrible. Yeah, alright, we'll leave you on top. We could possibly do better, but... Okay, so have they drawn a land? I would be surprised if they hadn't, to be perfectly honest. They've had 2 draw steps. Yep. Oh, but... Going for the bounce on the thief? Yeah, okay, okay. I like it. I like it. I think we try and get our hero going here, actually. Holding up the Tyrant Scorn to defend, sort of protect it. Not that I'm expecting that to be the play we actually make here, but worth considering. Question is, do you now Teferi? Do you Teferi? Apparently you do. Tick down on that Teferi as well. I had actions. Oh. Teferi Time Raveler. Forgot about that. Oh dear. Oh, this is going to be a wonky game, isn't it? Obvious Contempt on the Seraph of the Scales. Yeah, we've lost this one. They've got 2 Planeswalkers on the battlefield. We've lost. Well, that was a tilt. Couple of Duresses, Dovin's Vetoes. We can take out the God Eternal. Enter the God Eternals. We can take out Tyrant Scorn. And we can take out some Deputy at least. Can target Planeswalkers, can't it? Oh, Mortifies. We can bring in Basilica Bellhaunt might not be bad. Or possibly another Liliana. No, I think this is reasonable. Actually. Let's bring in a couple of Contempts here. Instead of those Deputies that aren't doing a massive amount. Because they'll take something and then they'll die. And then they'll just give it right back. So... Duress, Thought Erasure, Teferi, Time Raveler. That's actually not a bad hand. I think I could have gotten away with Swamp there, but what's the point of risking it? I'm going to take the Absorb here. Oh, what I should have done is played the Watery Grave last turn. That was silly of me. Okay, well, their hand is now 5 lands. We don't need the second Teferi Time Raveler, so we're good to just bin that. And I should have probably taken out the hostage takers from the deck, but well, yeah, I probably would have taken that as well. Oh, Massacre Girl, you say? I'm very tempted to just do this on their draw step. I think that's what we're going to do. Right, draw. Hand attack on their draw step. We'll bin that. We need spells, please. Oh, we could do with a land right now. Can we borrow some of your lands, opponent? Oh, yeah. Suppose I could have ticked down Teferi on my own hostage taker, just to... Okay, there's their Teferi. I'm actually going to tick down... cancel? Is that... Artifact, creature, or enchantment. Okay, it doesn't say planeswalker. Okay, fine. We'll go after this Teferi. Mm-hmm. Okay, well that was a good one. I think we're going to tuck their Teferi away. Our Teferi Time Raveler is basically just an enchantment that says they can't cast instants here. That was an interesting game. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting game. So anything worth changing here? No, I think we're all right. Oh, no, I wanted to take out the hostage takers. Oh, whatever, it's gone. It's too late. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite me. I could have brought in some of the more reasonable cards that I forgot about last time. I'm actually getting kind of tired. This is weird. I'm not normally this bad. I think we're going to mulligan that. That's a pretty rough hand. I mean, that's a... Sure. Nice. That works. I think we got to get greedy here. Oh, and actually it's all worked out perfectly fine. We've got a plains, so... Hero, go! Nice, okay, they didn't have the removal spell for it. Handy. Very handy. Show me what you got. Absorb. Alright. Show me what you got. Show me what you've got. Another one? Sure. If we could hit a land here, that'd be great. Nope, we just hit another contempt. Yeah. No, I'm actually going to graveyard both of those. I kind of just want to hit a land here. Yeah, that works, actually. I'm going to go after this Teferi. I know, obviously, we've got 2 Grass's Contempts in hand, but there's no guarantee that they're going to work. We're not going to be able to hold up Dovan's Veto and Contempt next turn, so it's better to just try and get this thing off the board. They're at 21, you know. They're probably winning this one. Okay. Ah, dang it. Okay, well, let's duress them. We'll see how much we have to point at this Teferi. Oh, bye-bye, Liliana. Yeah, that works. Okay, we're not doing too badly considering we mulled to what, 5? 4? 5? Some stupidly low number? Seraph, go. Got there. I haven't got a clue how we won that one, but we did, so I don't know. What do I even know about magic, I guess? Slim voter. Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yeah. How are we doing on time? I reckon we give it another, maybe one more match. We'll see how it goes. I'll be honest with you, not super feeling it tonight, folks. Pretty tired for some reason. Just not got back into the rhythm of it yet. I also need to sort out this mic properly. It's currently attached to the front of the computer as opposed to the back, which I don't like, but it was the quickest fix. And it let me test a bunch of stuff today. Ooh, right, what we got? I like this new map, by the way. I think this is kind of cool. Yeah, alright, that's a really good hand. Even against this sort of nonsense. Shrine enters tapped. Let's get that Bola statue. Get him. Yeah. Search for Escanna. Okay. Not great. Teferi's a really good pickup there. We got a swamp. Let's thought erasure them. See what they're working with here. Fate, Sabotage, Tameo, and Opt. I kind of want to take this Sinister Sabotage here. But that might just be wrong. Tameo is really good. Hmm. Yeah, alright. I think we'll take Tamio. And we'll leave you on the library. You seem good. So yeah, we could go to Fairy here, but I think what we want to do instead is Dovin. Try and draw out this sabotage. Because Teferi Time Raveler shuts down their counterspells and their fog effects. So we kind of want the Time Raveler to resolve. Okay. That's unfortunate. I was hoping that they'd counter that. Okay, land in the graveyard. They've got 3 in the graveyard already. Oh, god damn it. Actually, the Time Raveler shuts down everything they're doing, so... yeah, we really want one of these to resolve. Alright then, well, let's have them counter this one. Yep. And then hopefully this second one will resolve. We might need more of these Time Ravelers, be honest. Shutting down the Nexus of Fate deck is no mean feat. Are they going to Nexus here? Is that the plan? Probably. Most of these Nexus players do just seem to fire it off. Given that it just goes back into their library, I suppose. Could do a Mortify here, take care of this Search Raz counter before it flips, but... Do Genius? Nope. They just naturally found another one. Why wouldn't they? I hate this deck. It's so bullshit. Chemisters, sure. Okay. So, can a Search Raz counter deck win without being able to use the Wilderness Reclamation? Probably, but not easily. I think this should resolve. I don't think they should have another counter spell. Oh, come on! For God's sakes! I needed them to not have it one time and they're just, like, taken 3 turns and found it. I hate this deck so bloody much. Right, the Seraph can go away, I don't care. God Eternals basically doesn't hit anything. Liliana is ditto, kind of useless. Tyrant Scorn, similarly. Deputy of Detention. Dovin's a bit medium. Maybe deputies are better than Dovins. Hostage takers are aggressively medium. Let's play a couple of contempts. Get that new Planeswalker that they've got. Okay, perfectly keepable hand. Double contempt is not good, but whatever. Opponent Monster 6. Good times. Oh, I didn't notice that, obviously. The last time we were on this map it was best of one, and I didn't realise that it remembered that you destroyed the thing. Okay, so we've got Wilderness Reclamation, Search for Azcanta, Crushing Canopy. What is that a Hinterland Harbour they've got on the battlefield? Okay. Okay. Kind of just want to take this Crushing Canopy, actually. Kind of want to keep that on top as well. I think it's best to get this Thief of Sanity down, then take this Search for Azcanta. As annoying as the search is going to be. Okay, never mind. I guess just screw me, because, you know, opponent just has it all the time, every time. Oh, okay, well at least I get to take both of their nonsense cards. Nissa Who Shakes the World, okay, doesn't matter. We're going to take the Search for Azcanta. We're going to take the Wilderness Reclamation. And we're going to top that land, because we A, want it to kill the Nissa for Veracity Contempt, and B, we want to be able to cast Teferi at some point in the near future. Okay, well, we're going to just duress them again, I guess. What else you got? Sinister Sabotage, I'm guessing? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't they, folks? To be fair, they haven't hit lands, so that's a kind of BS interaction as well. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay, nice. Don't have another counter spell? Sweet. Nice. Okay, we can completely shut them down here. This is Who Shakes the World. Put 3 +1/+1 counters on up to one target non-land creature you control. Untap it. It becomes a blah 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 blah. So turn a land into a creature. Okay, if we hit a land here off of Teferi, we'll actually be able to kill both of the... Oh, okay, well, we can just hit a land, I suppose. That's also fine. Let's get the Nissa. Oh, yeah, we're going to set an end step stop so that it doesn't just run me through. Nice. Obviously, we could have Teferi'd to do that, but... Oh, actually, yeah, we could have Teferi'd, ticked down, bounced that, and then untapped and killed the Nissa. Blah. First time with a new deck. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Looter Scooter, yeah, you've just seen it, and I missed it. I was like, but I had enough mana. Could I not have done that? Yes, I could have. I did not. That is an instant, isn't it? That's annoying. Oh, but that's handy because I can now... Ooh, yeah, perfect. This works out just fine. Discard it or cast it? Wow, okay, they just... Oh, it's 6, isn't it? I thought it was 5. Oh, that works. That works real good. Oh, am I still saying it's Mardu? Let me fix that. Esper Hero. We changed about half an hour ago. So. Yeah, cool. Got him completely under control there. That works. That works just fine. Okay, so they've got commence the end game. Does that change how we're sideboarding? Commence the end game and Nissa. I think we bring in the extra contempt instead of a... FIFA Sane? Yeah, I managed to run back into Plat from Gold with the Mardu List, actually. It was so fast. It just kept winning. Just couldn't stop winning. Yeah, so I'm going to trim a Thief of Sanity because they've started bringing in a bunch of anti-flyer stuff, so... Like, they've brought in Crushing Canopy, which I don't actually think is right, but I suppose at the same time, if it's your only removal spell for a name of card, we're gonna keep this a bit riskily. If it's your only removal spell for a Thief of Sanity, I guess you bring it in. Okay. Didn't actually want that. Wanted some disruption of some description. I was indeed playing Mardu as best of 3, and it was, okay, we can stop now. We can really stop with the heroes now. It was great. It was brilliant. It was better in best of 3 than it was in best of 1, actually, the Mardu List. So, people just weren't prepared for the reach that I had, the ability that I had to, like, continuously restock as well. Like, the deck is really good. Well, okay, that's annoying. Okay, here it comes. Yep, Reclamation, of course. Ooh. No, I think we're going to Bellhaunt here. Yeah. I don't know where I've put the list, but it'll be around somewhere. Sweet. That was a Basilica Bellhaunt that made them discard a Sinister Sabotage. I'm okay with that. Don't care about gaining 3 life in this matchup. Black White Knights. Cool, cool, cool. I actually played against the Black White Knights deck the other day. Like, they went turn 2 Knight, turn 3 removal spell, and I was like, okay, yeah, sure. And then it was like turn 4 here's my Kaya's Wrath, because I built up a massive board, and I'm like, this is main deck. You're playing Kaya's Wrath in your creature deck? Main? Seemed a bit mental to me, but what do I know? Okay, I'm going to cast both of these heroes here. My thinking is I really want to cast Mortify and Dovin's Veto together. I want to have the Veto to protect the Mortify, to get rid of this Reclamation. Blast Zone will indeed blow at 2, but it will at least force them to do some stuff, which I'm not too worried about. It's possible that I should have just not bothered playing this second hero. Just held up Dovin's Veto instead, for whatever that might get me. Okay, they just binned a Crushing Canopy. Okay, fine. Yeah, I shouldn't have played that second hero. That was a misplay. Okay, well, we live and we learn, don't we, folks? First time playing with, well, most of these cards, in fact. The Teferis, the Vetoes. Basilica Bellhorn I haven't actually cast in anger before. Okay. Okay, they don't seem to be going for it, which I'm kind of surprised by. Gotta do it now. Yep, there we go. Put a counter on it. Then it costs 3 plus tapping it. Okay, I'm not unhappy with that. Land. Off the top. Land. God damn it. They've still got Sinister Sabotage. And the way that they just did it on my last Bellhorn makes me think that they've got another one. So I'm just going to Bellhorn again. Okay, maybe they don't. Maybe I was being a little bit paranoid. Wow, double Growth Spiral. And using both of them. Okay. They were a little bit flooded there. Binning a Crawl Harpooner. Sure. Okay. I'm guessing opponent's going to float a bunch of mana and then crack this Memorial. They might just crack it now, in fact. Yeah, this is... I think this is more technically correct. But it is also slower, which is super tedious. Ah. Yeah. Come on, opponent, get on with it. Ah, you're going to have someone working under you, Loki. Nice. They still haven't got 45. Wow, okay. You know what that seems like? That seems like you could be delegating more so you can watch more Magic. As the wife has been discovering at work, you delegate to the sides and down. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Okay, well, that's actually super helpful, because now we get to go... I'm going to take away this. Got the protection. I still think they've got it. I still think they've got a counterspell here. Yep, there we go. I am clicking the negate. There we go, and they've got nothing else to do. Yes. Okay. We might be pulling this one out, folks. I definitely have this feeling that people who play the Nexus of Fate decks are the sort of people who enjoy other people watching them. Okay then, what are we going for? Wilderness Reclamation, Nexus of Fate. Got to be Reclamation, surely. Search for Azcanta and a swing and a miss. We got the Contempt for the Tameo, which is nice. No, not this Saturday. We've got to go up to the house in Norwich and sort out stuff on Sunday, so I can't really be travelling to London and then back to Cambridge and then up to Norwich with the wife. And from London to Norwich on either a Saturday or a Sunday is still a little bit messed up from all of the works that have gone on. So yeah, I won't be coming Saturday. Unfortunately, as soon as I heard about it, I was like, oh, that's a really good idea, but can't make it, unfortunately. But yeah, we got to head back to the house in Norwich. Apparently the people who are buying from us don't want... the A1 never has traffic. Yeah. To be fair, that's basically any road in the UK. It's like, don't even worry, it never has traffic. And you're like, yeah, alright, sure. I don't know how, but we might actually be winning this one. But yeah, we're going to... I'm going to play the Drowned Catacomb so that I can untap that, and we can have Mortify available to us just in case. To take down the... what is it? The greenhouse that the wife put up. Apparently the new buyers don't want the greenhouse. It took all of like 10 minutes to find someone who wanted it on the estate that we were living on. I've been wondering about this card. You know, this with... oh, what's the new card that I think makes this worthwhile? I don't know. Yeah, I want Storm the Vault to be good. I'll tell you what it would take. It would take Walking Ballista or Hangerback Walker, something of that ilk to be in the set. Then I think it would be breakable, entirely breakable. Okay, we're gonna give this at least one more game. I'm a little bit more awake. We'll give it at least one more game, and then I might call it for the evening. What's the new card that I keep thinking? Oh, that might be playable now. Isn't Ornithopter legal in Standard at the moment? I could be wrong. I feel like it's actually legal right now. Yeah, it is a good hand. Keep that hand. Keep that hand all day. Forest Elf, sure. Yes. I'm showing my inexperience playing with these lands. I don't know which ones are the shock lands and which ones are the check lands. Okay, Sultai, sweet. Cast down on top, cast down in the bin. That's funny because they probably think we are a control deck right now. Oh, come on, seriously? Okay, 5 mana, not good. It looks like it might just be straight Golgari as well. Yeah. That's not a bad one to pick up here, actually. We're going to stem the bleeding a little bit. Our mana base has been abysmal to us this game. Oh no, Soul Tie. Okay, now we're dead. And they can even cast that. Just so that I can never get it back. Yep, okay, dead. And we died. And that's another check land? Come on. Come on. Right, okay, we're up against mid-range. We want Liliana, we want some Bellhaunts, we want some Enter the God Eternals. Some Contempt seems good. Mortify seems minimal. Teferi, Time Raveler, ditto. Dovin, ditto. The rest of these cards seem real good, though. Deputy's a bit minimal. It's more of a tempo play against these decks, and I'm not interested in tempo plays. I want to remove their stuff. Wait, did I just take out the Mortifies? I really hope I didn't. Something tells me I just did. Yep, that's not a bad hand. Opponent master 6. 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. I definitely want to test out Soul Tie at some point in the very near future. I imagine that might be something I work on over the weekend by myself. Hallowed Fountain, because we've got an Isolated Chapel and a Swamp, so if we need black, we can get black relatively easily. Hero of Precinct 1, off you go, go on. This is a really good curve out hand so far. Yeah, this has gone well. Intriguing. There are only so many removal spells in my opponent's deck. I know, because that's the sort of deck that I have played. Sweet. Well, guess they're not drawing a land this turn. So yeah, they can hostage take that. Okay, well, I'm going to hostage take their hostage taker. And we'll see how that turns out for them. Right then. And now we start doing weird things. Oh, dang. Oh, they did. I was going to use the hostage taker to take something, like their hostage taker to take something hostage. So that if they wiped the board next turn, I would at least be getting something back. Yeah, I should not have taken out those Mortifiers. I should have taken out the spare Deputy of Detention. The Seraph is fine-ish, medium. Yeah, alright, we'll leave it in there for the moment. No, we won't. I am really medium on that. And then the Tyrant Scorn is also pretty meh in this matchup, I think. Thought Erasure, Mortify, Liliana. So this is already a Malta 6, basically, because this Liliana is going to come out so far in the future. And we're on the draw, which means this Thought Erasure is actually slightly worse. But it's got all of our colours. And we've got some early interaction. I think we can keep this. It's not great, but it's keepable, I think. Okay, they mulled to 6 and then they topped. Okay, it could have done with that being any spell, basically. Okay, well, take it all back. Thought Erasure is the first player of the game, so I guess being on the draw didn't matter. Trophy, find, read. I have no way of dealing with this Vivian Reed at the moment. And as much as I do not... Oh, hello. Yeah, you can stay right there. Okay, well, they found a Jadelight Ranger. Cool. Duress. Vivian Reed. I am really glad that I binned that first Vivian Reed. Right, we could do with a Vrasid Contempt right off the top here. Just straight off the top. Yeah, let's kill that. Okay, Hallowed Fountain is not a Contempt. If they hit a land here, we're in, I think, a reasonable amount of trouble. Okay, no, it's just Jadelight Ranger. Just Jadelight Ranger, he says. Llanowar Elves, now you've got to bin that as well. Yeah, you're looking for an actual land here. Tyrant Scorn. Oh, sweet. So yeah, Teferi is totally dying here to this Assassin's Trophy. Don't care, we get to play Liliana. Thief was a good draw. Destroy a target creature will convert mana cost 3 or less. Yep, that's the one. Yeah. I think we've only got a swamp in the entire deck, yeah. Assassin's Trophy is actually very good against us. Ah, Harpooner, you say? They had the land for the Vivian Reed as well. That's pretty brutal. Okay, so we can go Liliana, and then we can tick down, or we can tick up. It doesn't actually super matter. I think ticking up is probably more appropriate. Yep, there's the Vivian Reed. Land. Yeah! No advantage for you. Hero, play Thief. We could then tick down, but yeah, I figured that would be happening. Whoa, hero into double thief seems really good. This is gross. That was straight up disgusting. Sure, we had one Liliana like 2 turns ago. That was our only card. Didn't tick up with the Vivian Reed first. Wrong play. You always check. You always check. Right. Okay, Crisis on top is... What? What? I am so confused right now. Oh, because if they leave them on top, I just thief them. Yeah, of course. Right, we can deal 4, 5, 6, 7. And then the hero dies. I think it's worth just killing this Vivian Reed. For my hero, I imagine, yeah. And then we are just going to pass the turn. God, that shrine. What gets them out of this is a finality, and I'd really rather not just play it into a finality. Yeah, cool. Okay, sweet. That worked. That worked real good. So we've cast Vivian Reed once tonight. Sorry, not Vivian Reed, Liliana. She seemed dumb. Super dumb. Yeah. Deck feels pretty good. We got a lot of play with it. As in, like, it can do a lot of things. I'm definitely going to be continuing to test, to tweak, that kind of thing. Not certain about these Dovens. And very certain about this Teferi. Oh my god. We called this Teferi pretty weak on the podcast this week, and I should have been paying more attention. Because this card just keeps looking great. What else did we have? That was kind of it. For changing... changing appraisals. I wish we'd seen the Enter the God Eternals, like in a match where we could actually cast it. Hence the reason there's only one, unfortunately, because there are plenty of matchups in this standard where this doesn't really do anything. So yeah, I will say though, it does have some nice synergy with the Tyrant Scorn to deal with opposing gods. You know, bounce it back and then Enter the God Eternals, mill your foot top 4, get rid of the god. It's not bad. But yeah, I like this deck so far. I'm pretty happy with it. It's better Cabra. Yeah, it is just a better Chupacabra. The sort of problem becomes if you draw it against a control deck and it's just an empty board, you can't cast it at all. Whereas Chupacabra, you could at least go, whatever, it's a 2-2. Obviously, that's only an issue in game 1, but because you take it out after sideboard. But still, it's not a thing that you can just ignore totally. But I really want to cast it because it looks really good. Was talking to my coach today. Had a coaching session in the middle of the day today, and we were talking about like this and Kefnet and how that seems pretty busted. Lua, I've been pretty unimpressed with Seraph. Basically, every time I've ever seen it like on camera being played with by other people, but I haven't really gotten a chance to test it personally. Last season, it seemed fine, if not amazing, in the couple of decks that I played it in. But yeah, and yeah, the Enter the God Eternals is real sweet. Saw it played a couple of times in Limited at the weekend, and there it's absolutely disgusting. In Standard, it's going to be a really good role player, I think. Right then, folks, I'm going to call it there for this evening. We've been at this for about an hour and 15, sorry, 2.25 hours. And I'm starting to feel it a little bit, so I think the quality of the stream is going to go down. So time to quit while we're ahead. Thank you all very much for joining me. Obviously, you can check out the VODs from this in the YouTube. The YouTube is linked down below. This will be going up in a couple of hours, I imagine. It'll come with the deck lists. So was it you, Conflict, that was saying you wanted the list off me for the Mardu list? Check that out. And yeah, they'll have the lists up on the YouTube. And obviously, if you haven't already, please hit the follow button. It really helps us out. Right then, let's see if there's anyone around who's still going, who I could say send you over to. Right, sorry. Come on, Twitch. You know you want to. Do the thing. There we go. Right then, and then of the people I follow, the person currently with the lowest viewership count is Moosework. So happy to hand you over to him. He's pretty cool. He's pretty cool. Wait a minute. No, Tengu's not live. Of course he's not. Right then. Well, I'm going to send you over to Moosework. Enjoy. If he's got the bird on, and when I say that, I mean he has an actual bird that sits and plays Magic with him. It's quite cool. Anyway, see you all later, folks.